Hey, Redeeming Life Church, can you believe that after all these weeks, we are coming to the last sermon in our The New Normal series. We're journeying through Ephesians, and we've come to the conclusion. And it's only fitting that after we've seen how we should think as believers in the new normal, and then how we should act as believers in the new normal, we are now seeing how we are to relate to the world. And in this case, Ephesians 6, verses 12 and 13 says, "For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the cosmic powers over this present darkness, against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly places. Therefore, take up the whole armor of God, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all, to stand firm." Christians, it's my prayer that you are able to stand firm, and to do that, you need to take up the whole armor of God. Why are we wearing armor as Christians in the new normal? Friends, it's because we're at war. When you've enlisted in God's army, when you've become a Christian, you don't get to sit on the sidelines and let others fight the battle. God is fighting the battle through you, and He's asking that you would armor up and get into the fight. Christians, we have an enemy. And the enemy's not your lost neighbor. The enemy's not the politician you don't like. The enemy's not all those other things. The enemy is of cosmic evil, and it's darkness. And God is asking that we fight the battle, empowered by Him, so that the new normal will spread, so that His kingdom will spread throughout the world. And friends, if you've read the book, you know that He is victorious, but He's still asking us to fight nonetheless. So I want to encourage that you would stand firm, and you would put on the entire armor of God and fight in His power. Also, we have a really exciting time. Derek, who's been leading our worship, is going to be preaching this text. He's going to be preaching out of chapter 6, verse 10 through the very end of the chapter in Ephesians. And so be praying for him. We're going to see how he fits with our church, how he does in just working with the preaching team, and how he gels in preaching to you guys. So please be lifting him up in prayer. He is preaching on spiritual warfare, so you can imagine that he, as the one preaching, is going to be absolutely bombarded with spiritual attacks. I just want to encourage that we be lifting him up in prayer. Also, we have a team coming out to help us from First Baptist Cushing. They're going to be putting out door hangers. They're going to be prayer walking. They're going to be hitting the streets and doing a lot of ministry with us. So let's be lifting them up in prayer as they've come to our area of the battlefield to help us fight the war against darkness. I really hope that you're reading through this, that you're praying through this, and you're getting ready to suit up and jump in the fight. I'm praying that you'll stand firm.